Yo, what's going on, you guys? So, week one, game one, Chelsea nil, Crystal Palace nil. What do I take away from this game? I don't know. It's weird because, like, obviously we had a lot of hype going into the season and all that stuff with how good we ended the last season, with how crazy we had in the and, during the summer and all that stuff, and the two short preseason games we've had, we looked really good too. So there's a lot of hype, but you also got to look at it in some certain way that kind of like Crystal Palace, they're also kind of very hyped right now, beating Man City in the FA Cup, beating Liverpool in the Community Shield. So obviously, like they've beaten the big teams. Obviously we drew to them, so at least that's a little bit of a step of like obviously we didn't give up a little, you know, uh, we didn't drop any more points, but I don't know. They look good, but I think the main thing we just didn't create enough chances. We didn't really put any of the chances that we like the few chances we had in the net. I felt like we defended well sometimes. Obviously with Colwell out, it kind of really. I don't know if the Colwell injury really you know hindered us a lot. It's either that or just the fact that we're just fatigued. We played so many games. Only had two preseason games leading up, so I'm sure we're tired. Like we have to give it time. It's the first game of the season. This game could have been anywhere else in a year. This game could have been a result that all right, whatever, in the middle of the year. Like it's just the first game. I feel like people I feel like the community, I don't know if this is the community, like, I don't know if our community, like the Chelsea community, like the fans online, all that stuff, are like every other fans, stuff like that. But I feel like, people are just so quick to just change on, like, their stance on things. Like, they praise Josh Achimpong so much through, and this game, they're like, oh my God, he's trash, sell him out, or blah, 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 get him out, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you just change so quick. Like this is stupid to me. Like I just don't understand that. It just really bothers me like how quick people change and like how negative people just want to be as soon as we don't get a result. Like I understand standards and stuff like that. Like yes, we want to be winning every game. It ain't gonna happen. But we also have to just look at things like this is the first game of the year. This like we're tired, man. Like this team has just played so many games this year. So I don't know. It's just I, will I take this? Will I take this result? I'll take it. I'll take it with what Crystal Palace has done and the least amount of chances we've had. This is whatever. It's whatever. We'll take this. Um, yeah, I mean it sucks. Obviously, not getting a dub in the beginning of the year, but it's whatever, man. It's whatever. It's whatever. But yeah, there's not much really to say. I mean, Cole Palmer, he was pretty marked out. He really didn't really get to do much. Joao Pedro didn't get to do much. Really, no one really got to do much except Pedro. Really, Joao, not Joao. Yeah, no, Pedro Neto. I meant. Really was a standout guy. Really, Esteval when he came in, he looked really, really good. Gittins, like you just gotta give time on him. Like you can't really be too hard on him. And the lap looked really good physically. Getting to the game once he got subbed on. Um, Enzo looked not really on it today, so I think definitely that's where we lacked. I don't know, we seem tired, so we'll see how things go, man. I think we kind of looked at this game as like at least if we can get somewhat of a result, we'd be fine. Obviously, it's not what we want to play, against the Crystal Palace, but we also got to look at Crystal Palace literally beating Liverpool and Man City. Like they're a top three team, top four team. Like you also had to look at it like that. Like what I mean. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't really want to talk too much about this. Um, it's not really much of a real deep dive in anything. There's not much to go through. Obviously that Eze goal that got called off. Um, luckily that they really, were on our side on that call because to me, I do understand why it was called. You can't just, I don't think you can just push dudes out to make way of the, where the ball was going. Like Mark Gahey literally pushed, um, Caicedo out of the way and stuff like that, and just interfered with line of sight and stuff like that. So I get that. And can you blame Mark Sanchez? I mean, that literally was a rocket. Like that was a rocket at him. And obviously, if the foul itself hindered him, so you also got to look at it like that. So I don't know. I don't know. I think everyone kind of just was very you know, very mid and just didn't really perform as well as we would want them and kind of expected out of them. But also, this wasn't a disaster result. We didn't lose. It's whatever. Obviously, like all the teams I expected to win, week one won. So Liverpool's, Man City's, they won. So we'll see. We'll see. It's kind of whatever. Honestly, it kind of sucks with all the hype that we've had. All the I was super excited for this. Finally to start the week. It was finally starting the season, and we start the game, started the year like this. But I don't know. We gotta take it, one day at a time, one game at a time. You know, and like you gotta think about it. We brought in a lot. These are a lot of new players too. Like we brought in a lot of new guys in. We're trying to see how it. We played well enough, but I feel like just games like this is really where like okay, we can figure out where our issues are at. Why didn't we have the chances, stuff like that? Why didn't we? With the new players, they'll scheme things out. They'll do things. So I'm not too worried about it right now. Obviously, like if we keep seeing stuff like this, like week six in, like once we're at week six and stuff like that, we're still seeing the same things. Then that's where we start to kind of like think about like okay, what's going on, So I don't know. I'm not too worried, honestly. I'm kind of obviously I'm very upset. The game is what started at 8 o'clock in the morning for me, and now I have my whole day to just kind of just soak this in, and yeah, especially on a Sunday, getting ready for work tomorrow. So kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do about it? So um, yeah, there's not much to really talk about. There's just yeah, just I think everyone just needs to calm down. Everyone just needs to just relax. It's the first game of the year. The last time we won the Premier League, we started off horribly, so we kind of have to look at it like that. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Um, but yeah, there's not much to talk about really. I don't really care about stats. I mean, realistically, so right now. But yeah, now if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe. I forget who we play next week, but yeah, hopefully we can at least get a result in that one, get our first win of the year. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and see you guys later.